Hey everybody, I'm just coming on. It's easier for me to go live, but I don't like this lighting. But I said I was gonna come on. That's what I decided I was gonna do. Um, let me move him. Let me do him first. I have I've been nowhere. I've been here. Um, it's been kind of a rough week or weekend or whatever you want to call it. I have some weird. Hold on a second. That's better. I was hearing the echo from the sorry about that. I was hearing the echo from the TV from the hall. Um, I haven't been anywhere really. I just haven't been on. I I've been what is shaking. I've been kind of busy at work. You know, some of us have to work, and I'm changing him to a child of mine, a little monster. It says a little handsome dude, but it's got little monsters on it. I kind of like it. Um, I've been just kind of busy at work. Uh, no particular thing going on, just typical people things, you know. Uh, as a, I guess you could say, grocery retail manager, I had to witness a an actual suspension the other day. It's not my first one. Just I don't like suspensions. Hey everybody, I'm sorry. I'm missing all these y'all speaking to me. Um, this is the first time I've done a live and everybody's caught me. You know, at least a couple of y'all anyway. Um, I'm just dressing the babies, like I said I was gonna do. Let me see. Tamina, hope I'm saying that correctly. Little angels. Um, there's queen bees, babies and stuff. And see two of y'all so far. So anyway, I'm just kind of I don't know, tired. You get tired, you know. Retail is. I don't think people realize how hard retail really is. You know, you have to deal with so many different personalities so quickly, and you go from somebody being happy to somebody being mad. Somebody, I mean, and it's draining emotionally. I don't think people understand how draining it is. You know, when y'all go in stores, I hope y'all are nice. I can't say everybody is, but be thoughtful sometimes. But I'm 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 kind of at this crossroad road where I'm thinking of possibly um he looks cute in this shot. He does look cute, miss. This my little favorite one, I think, because he's the softest. But you know you can't dress boys in too much. This is handsome little dude right here. Little monsters. He's got the little monster feet. So um I I had to witness a suspension yesterday. I really wasn't happy about it at all. You know, you're never happy about somebody possibly losing their job. But I was upset because sometimes you want to take these young kids and just spank them, you know, especially, you know, from my era when they're just saying and doing things are just out of the way. The guy, another guy told him to do something, he did it, and he's the one that got in trouble. The other guy done quit the job. He's got another job, been gone a while, and you know, I don't know why they waited so long. Thank you. Thank you. Um, what do y'all do? Since we in here, it's only two of you. What do y'all do for a living? And how are y'all involved in the community? As far as, are you a collector, reborns, or silicone, both? I'm just kind of curious to know something about everybody. What do y'all do? Well, I'm getting this on little mama too. These hands, their hands are so soft, y'all. I didn't feed it through right. Um, I have done exceptionally well for myself as far as doing this from scratch. I mean, I just kind of did this on, um, or you're a collector. Okay. Oh, you like both? Okay. I I don't know how. I guess I got to go back to how I got started. I don't know how to say I got started. Everybody that's seeing the babies like at work and stuff, that keep telling me I need to get a little bit better and go ahead and sell them, but I'm not really. I'm not into it that far. You know, I don't necessarily want to sell them. I may think on it. Uh, it'll be fun. Oh, reborn's just for you. Well, okay. Well, Queen Bee. Let's see. I got three reborn kids. I think, yeah, three now. Actually, today I bought something else. I went in the thrift store. I'm looking for a diaper bag holder, and I went in the store and I bought a little porcelain. It was supposed to be an angel, but the wings were knocked off, and the little, I don't know, fuzzy frilly stuff was coming loose. And I got it actually for $3.50. So I'm gonna see if I can't put it on like a cloth body and use her head and her limbs. Actually, she got a nice head of hair. Uh, and she doesn't have eyes per se, like little beady eyes like the porcelain usually does. If they have the little eyes they're painted on, she's kind of cute. I should have brought her in here. She's cute. Um. Oh, rooting hair on silicone or rooting hair on uh both Tamina. Three twins on the way. Woo, lucky you. Gosh. Yep, silicone is easier. Now I found it easier for doing the reborns. There is the little inserts, like I insert a heated pad, like you put on your arms and for aches and pains and boo boos and stuff. I find them little things. I warm them in the microwave and stick it in the head, and it makes that vinyl soft enough to where you don't break as many needles, and it's easier that way. I don't know if you found anything easy that way, but when you heat it up and keep it warm, it works so much easier. And silicone is just like, I don't know. To me, it's like putting that needle in some butter. It just kind of just flows in. Um, you're a real baby collector. Your mama six. I have four. So I have four, and I got two grandbabies and one on the way, and they're all girls. I haven't had a grand boy yet. I'm hoping somebody gives me a grand boy. Yeah, you need to try that. To me, I'm serious. It's so much easier. I had to do redo my grandbaby had a reborn. It was supposed to have been partial. silk. I ended up having to repaint the baby lips and stuff. But the glue that they used to seal the hair made that head so hard it was like rock hard. And I put that inside, and boy, I mean, I was, it was just like, I ain't gonna say as easy as the silicone, but it was close. It was close. 4 kids, 2 grandsons. Oh, one on the way. Is it another boy or another girl? Girl. Wow, this is nice. Oh, I didn't show her, huh? Hoping for a girl this time, yeah. And she has a little bunny. This is a Carter's. I got this from a Carter store. I think I may have paid I don't know, $3 for this or something. It was a little bit of money. I don't Most of the time I don't pay $5. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. I don't pay $5 for most things that I go. I go to thrift stores and I catch the sale. I mean, 'cause we know these are not real babies, so if we buy stuff out of season, it really doesn't matter, you know. And if you go to the thrift store and you know you can whiten it and brighten it back up, it really don't matter, you know. If that now my grandbaby to come, when I went shopping for her, I ended up picking up a few things for them, but or the other babies that I got coming, I'm gonna have to show those. I only did skin tone on them yet, no modeling and skin tone, and I'm not quite through the skin tone, but they're gonna be a little different. You always shop at thrift stores, yeah, yeah. One son and the rest of girls. Okay, wow. You know what? Where are y'all from? I'm from Texas. Actually, I'm in Dallas. Where you guys from? I went to Jersey. All right. All right. That's somewhere I haven't been. How's the weather up there? It's kind of hot. It's a nice hot today. It's not too bad. Well, 2-year-olds always grow up on you. They don't want you holding them, and they have their own little mind. I used to keep we used to work at a nursery with and I was in the 18 month to twos, and I had 2.5, and that was the I'm gonna say challenging because some people don't like the 2-year-olds. I love it. Crazy hot and cold. Oh, you got both. Uh-oh. Cold at night. Virginia. Okay. I'm gonna have to start traveling. I've been to Virginia before, but I didn't get to see much. Okay. Okay. That's a wow. That's a lot. I've lived. Let's see. I've lived in Arizona and California. Okay. Kingsburg. Okay. Virginia. I think I went to Pennsylvania. We were all up in that little nook. I think those 5 states up in there were Washington. We went to Washington D.C. with the school when I was in junior high, and I always wanted to go back when I wasn't with somebody so I could actually enjoy. As a kid, I've always liked the little places and just old stuff. I like museums with the old things where you can see, how people use the old toasters and, the one that they put in the fire and actually turn it over. Gosh, I mean, I like stuff like that. So I get a kick out of things. So, yeah. Oh, see how relaxing this is. I'm just sitting here rubbing her head, ain't paying attention. Um, I did uh that clip on these being therapeutic. They are, even for me. Cold rain, weather need. Oh, yeah. I bet the brother does need some meditation. Needs some chill out, huh? You know, when it's hot and then it go cold and you do all that stuff, that makes you sick. You get your head all messed up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maryland. Yeah, all up in there. I've been kind of to those spots. I don't remember much from each one, but yeah, some of the historical areas. That's where we were. But I would really like to just visit for maybe about a week. Just go through and go places, just different places. Yeah. Here is kind of it's a humid hot. Oh my God, y'all talking about heat? That yeah, it's a humid hot. So it's a little different. But I got one daughter in Hawaii. She's in Hawaii, so I'm gonna go to Hawaii maybe in a few months. Maybe I'll take one of the babies, but I gotta refix my babies I gave to my grandbabies. They done pull hair out, and my daughter said so. I've gotta reroot the fronts and the sides, and I think I'm a reroot them and turn and cut their hair short. No, I haven't tried swap.com. No. Is it a little bit of everything? Kind of like Amazon? Swap.com. I'm gonna have to check that out. Or is it like I don't know eBay where people putting things that they want out? Is it more like that? Okay. I'll have to check that one out. I'm also looking for the little bitty cloth diapers, preemie size, like it's an online thrift store. Okay, okay, yeah, them thrift stores, man. I can't go in the thrift store much anymore. Every time I go in, I can go in looking for one thing, and I come out with about five things. I had to limit myself. I only go maybe once every other week, once a week or at the most. Um, and I mean, these things here I got at the thrift store. There's another one further up where y'all can't see, and then I have like I don't know, probably five or six bumper guards so I can change my bedding all the time. Too many clothes. I'm not. I mean, too many clothes. That's why I stopped going. Well, yeah, some Goodwills are good. Some of them aren't. I mean, I haven't been to the one out north, but the one that's closest to me, there's not much in there. It's more furniture. So I need to go to a bigger one. But the little small around the way, just the little thrift stores around here, they have more clothes than anything else. I get bottles and clothes, and I don't know. I've got a lot of passies. I don't have as many as some people do. I'm trying not to get to that point to where I have closets and closets full of stuff. Well, I'm gonna have to try this swap.com. Yeah. I just decided to come on. I said so I hadn't seen anybody, hadn't been on. Um I talked to somebody and I was telling them that eventually I may even the next baby I do as far as silicone, I may show how I did the sculpt from the beginning to the up to the end. I'm thinking about it. Yeah. My mom and pop their stores are nice, and then I had one that they were hold stuff for me, and then I didn't go for a while because I kept saying I was spending too much money, and I went back, they were gone. I was so heartbroken. Gone. No address move and no phone number, nothing. And I'm thinking, oh my God, this is where I got all my little preemie newborn stuff that were a little bit unusual. Like the um what they call it, smooth cotton, like a cotton button down type shirt material. You know that type. You don't see too many preemies in that. And then they gone, y'all. I was so hurt. Just gone. And I don't know. But I'm gonna try swap because I'm curious. Then you got me curious. That's probably gonna be one of the first things I do. I went on Bountiful Babies and this couple of hours ago actually, and I almost got another baby. And I'm thinking, hey, you ain't finished the three you got. But every time I see someone on sale, I'm like, yes, yes, get all excited. So I have to stay off certain things. But I'll go on there and see if I can find the small cotton. I'm gonna tell you, making the silicones, God, I I started with the clay, and I didn't get the poly clay, poly like they get. I got a clay from the silicone place. Um, they sell this flat of clay that it is, as long as you warm it up, it keeps moving, and when you get through, it hardens. And so I could re-sculpture and keep sculpting over and over. But my hands are so heavy that I always knock the details out when I'm get through and start molding the baby itself. But if you can sculpt and you're light-handed, you can actually do it. I mean, it's kind of hard to get the proportions right. I finally found a couple of things that I think if I put them all together, it will help me a little bit more. But you know, you don't find too many places that or places on YouTube or anywhere where they do the sculpts. Well, if you can sculpt, you can do it. I mean, I don't know which way you want to do your mold, but your mold you can either do that the brush on kind, where you make a mother mold, to hold it, or there if it's small enough, you can do the pour. And that's the one I'm gonna try, the pouring mold, where you put put it in a container. You put a little bit of the the silicone or what you're using to mold, and then you put the sculpt in the inside, and you pour it up to about halfway. Put I guess some dowel holes or something all the way around, and when that dries, that half of it, you take that out, and then you do another top, which will give you your the parts that will hold it. It's pretty neat. I did I didn't do it that way the first time. I should have, but it would have cost me more material, and that's why I didn't do it. But yeah, if as long as you don't, I mean, if you're using the poly clay, you probably the brush on will probably work out fine. I didn't use that clay, so my hands are heavy. Sometimes I can't feel the you know all the way with my hands, so a lot of times I'm hitting things a little bit harder than I want to. But that I think it'll be easy. But the best thing for me to tell you is if you're trying to do a baby, you might want to start out smaller till you get the hang of it. I wish I had started with this size than the last size I did. The size I did at first was like newborn. They were like 8 pounds, and I wished I had started smaller to where I could handle it. But the brush on is easy. You just make sure that you get every crease and everything in between toes and fingers, because I didn't do that at first, and there was just a little pinhole in between. Messed me up. Yeah, start small and make sure you get every. I'm telling you, that's the most important, around the fingers, the toes, behind the neck, the tip of the nose, anywhere where there's a like a little corn piece. Make sure you're getting in that area real good so you don't have a hole. I had a hole. Uh, It messed me up the first one. I had to put it back in the mold to get that baby back out correctly. Yeah, start small, and once you get the hang of it, it's probably gonna be real good. Most people say if you do like 2 or 3 sculpts, you pretty much get the hang of it, and you do the molds 2 or 3 times, you pretty much get the hang of it. Some people, after 3 or 4 months, if they have the time to do it all the time, they end up with some good babies. I just I didn't do it to sell, or start out. I just did it for me, but it might turn into something else. Because everybody's saying you need to go ahead and do it. It's something you like. Well, I did something. I do enjoy it. And the more I fool with them, the more I'm looking at, like right now I'm looking at, I could have did a little more shading right here on my painting. Um, and so I don't want to finish them all the way till I know I got the paint counter the way I want. But I mean, if you get a sculpt, just probably just doing a kit alone, that may be what I do, is just start selling kits or something. Yeah, the silicone, not to knock anybody. I understand if you can make $3,000 to $10,000 per baby, yeah, kudos to you. But it's like nobody wants to sell anything that's reasonable. And if they sell it reasonable, by the time you get through asking them for eyebrows and eyelashes, and you ask them, can they do this or can they do that, it starts adding up, and then you end up, yeah. Who wants to spend $1,000? I mean, I may have spent, let's see, how much? Two, four. If I spend $1,000 at this point, let's just say, because I don't even think it's been 1,000, and that's for clay, tools, and I have sets of tools. I don't have one. I got sculpting tools. I got things to make the noses, the what you call the holes, eyeballs, whatever. I have all those tools. Um, the silicone I bought, the release, the thinner slacker, as they call it. But I had some thinner left, so I used the thinner as a slacker. That's how you getting those blends. If you message me to me, and if you ready to, I can tell you how to make it softer. Um, that soft blend that they're doing. I did the drinking wet system, so I had tubing. I do have armatures in some spots, like she's got an armature in this arm, you know. Um, so the wiring, I'm trying to think what all, hair, needles. I didn't spend $1,000, and with all of the stuff that I've bought that's been around $1,000, actually I've made four. I've made a total of about $7, and it could have been 8 or 9. Yeah, yeah, and that's about. To be honest with you, your silicone is about $200 for how many? How much is that? For 8 pounds, I guess. I'm trying to think how big those are. How much is it's gallon? 200, about $200 for a gallon. Which, if you do small babies, say 3 to 4, 5 pounds, you can get between 3 to 4 babies out of that one purchase of silicone. That that's what I'm saying. They're making a killing on their of the amount that they're charging. What they're charging you for was the fact that they painted and took out all that time to do the layering and make sure it's perfect and make sure the fingers are right, the nail beds and all that detail was right. But I don't know if I want to pay somebody $3,000 for painting and, you know, putting their heart into it. I understand it's their heart, but that's a lot of money. I mean, to me, it's a lot of money. I don't have that kind of money to throw around. I mean, I play with my own money with me, but I I started out I was gonna buy a little baby, but darn, my money's too short. How about that? And it's long over long a period of time. How about that? That's when it's long. Even if I won, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I won a lottery, even if I won a lottery, I probably would spend the most money I would spend is going to the doll shows. I'll be honest with you. And being in a hotel, relaxing, chilling, seeing all these different babies. It would have to be a very unusual baby to catch my eye to tell me, say, yes, go ahead and spend that money on it. Because even if I had money, I don't think I want to. I would probably look it over real good and say, maybe I can come up with my own idea and do another one myself. Yeah. Yeah, my money's funny too. You ain't the only one. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Making them little babies. Changing. I know next time I'll bring the nose down just a little bit. Certain things I'll do, maybe make more cheeks on the next one, or long chin, do something different, make a different face, but for the most part, they gonna pretty much be preemies. I like the size for some reason. But unless y'all got questions for me, I'ma head on off. I'm probably gonna hold them a little bit and feed them or something. I'm kind of now I got all into the cuddling thing now. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you think they look adorable. I mean, I like them. See how soft he is compared to her? Can you see that? I don't know. Everybody they see it, but they don't see how she don't bend as much as he does. That's why I was telling you I can tell you how to make it soft without having to buy slacker. Because slacker is more expensive than the thinner. And I have to tell you exactly what item I use. Do you have a what's that place? Oh, Smooth On is Reynolds. Yeah. They're both 10 blends, right? But I got to the end and I had some 30, some some whole bunch of stuff with her. She got mixed up with a lot. So she had some 10 in her, but um even though she looks silver, he's heavier than her. But it doesn't feel like it because he just flops. He just flops. He'll bend all the way over. But the blending is what they're getting paid for. It's I don't know. It's $70 versus 35, something like that. And when you get the silicone, if you want 10 or 20, and you throw that slacker or the thinner in, that's what makes it do this. That's that stuff. And they may be doing something else too, but that I did find that actually works. It and it was kind of by accident because I bought the thinner not knowing that it wasn't gonna do what I wanted it to do. So I didn't use it. Went back and got something else, and I said I needed to do something with the thinner, and I was telling them how they're making the softer silicone, and the guy was there. He did more the chemical part of um the silicone. So I was talking to him, and I told him I had some thinner. I said, "Can I use the thinner like the slacker?" And he said, "Yep." And I said, "Okay." And that's what I did. So I did my own little blend with it, and it worked out fine. I mean, I don't mind telling you. I don't mind telling you, when you're ready. Just message me when you're ready, and I'll tell you what I did use and what I didn't use, and what I know about and what I don't know about. I do like the silicone paint. I did I'm not using the what is it, the Genesis heat set, so I don't even use that. Yeah, it's a silicone thinner though. It's not the paint, it's a silicone thinner in the it's in a can. I can't think of the I think it says silicone thinner. But you can use that instead of the slacker. And it works pretty much the same way. And then slacker is more expensive. But the slacker may work differently. I just haven't used it. So, but this is actually he's just pretty much a 10 and thinner. And I did put some, what did I put in there? I put some flocking in there. Um and I know next time I'll do red and green flocking or red and blue. Yeah, Psycho paint for silicone is better. Um, the Genesis paint I was talking about on the vinyl kits from Bountiful Babies. I don't use Genesis. I went to Hobby Lobby and I got a set of paint, acrylic paint, and I use the gel from they got a it's a acrylic gel. It's a mixture that I use, and then all you add is distilled water to thin it out to get the shadowing and stuff. I'll have to show you those when I get through. I I haven't bought any other paint other than my Psycho paint. Um Psycho paint also, if you don't have Psycho paint, if you have, like, if you're doing the brush on molding, um you're doing brush on molding with the dragon skin, instead of buying the Psycho paint, if you have leftover dragon skin, you can use that with the paint from uh your silicone place. Your what should I say? Your what they call it? It's not paint. It's pigment. So if you have silicone pigment, you can use Psycho paint or dragon skin. And I've used both, and they both work about the same way. The Psycho is a little more expensive. It does have a little bit more oh, it's not the matting, the drying, the way I guess handling it is a little bit easier. But it doesn't have to be Psycho paint. Dragon skins, they have so close to the same kind of properties that you can use them. You may have to use a little bit more of their the thinner with the dragon skin, but it's not that much more. I mean, I've learned to use what I already have, so I've learned to change it around and use it. I also bought some odorless paint thinner from Hobby Lobby because the thinner for the Psycho paint or the it got expensive, and so I used that in order to get the matting. I bought a cornstarch based baby powder and make the texture kind of like you doing some gravy. I guess it's probably, and I got to the right texture to where it would paint on for me. And instead of buying that matted gloss, it's a lot of different things. I've just trial and error because they're mine. I just fool with it. If I don't like it, I take it off. And so I've learned a lot of little tricks and stuff. And I'm like, yes. Every time I find out something else, I'm like, yes. That's another $50 I don't have to spend. So I mean, we can, bump heads till, figure it out. I maybe I should just show people how to do it, cheap way. I mean, it's fun. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm enjoying it. And every time you see him, they'll have something a little bit different on them. Because I'm looking at him now and I'm thinking about something else I want to do. You know, but um, My daughter says at first when what couple months ago, she said, "Oh, it looks so blotchy." And I'm like, I had to look back at what she was saying, blotchy. And so I look back and I'm going, "Oh, that's what she means." And then I toned down the mottling that was under there that she was seeing. I could see what she was saying at that point. But then at the end, when I get completely through, they'll be smooth like this all over the body. I just not through yet because I'm still, like you say, trial and error. Yeah. Well, you message me. I'll try to keep you from making little mistakes. I know when your money funny, you need to cut corners somewhere. It don't make sense to me. I I buy latex sponges from the dollar store. I mean, a sponge is a sponge. If it's latex free, why not? And I make my modeling sponges using those, and my sopping. Well, they're dollar. I mean, come on. Um, Even with the beads, I found out it's easier to go to what's her name when you're doing reborns, and I go to oh God, what, Joann's. And they had a sale. They have sales on those poly pellets and stuff like that. And they be like $9 a bag, and it'd be a big old bag. I ended up with two big old bags for, what was it, $7 a piece or something at that time. Yeah, the dollar store. They even have those other little sponges with the little tips on them where you can get all up in there. I'm like, oh my goodness, I didn't, 'cause you don't think about that because everybody's calling about stuff from Bountiful, order from them and order from that, and you keep looking at it. Shoot, I started thinking about what that stuff really was and how I could go about and get it somewhere else. And maybe it helps that my dad, work with a lot of different material, and I'm not scared to try it. The dollar store, sometimes Burlington or Marshalls and Ross, they have like um paint brush sets, and I was like, whoa. I mean, I'm just finding out all this stuff. Everywhere I'm going, I'm finding all this different stuff that I can use to do what I'm doing. So, yeah. Okay. Well, I said I was going to get off a few minutes ago, but I didn't. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I haven't tried their rooting tool. Um I did buy their bodies, and I bought a disc and their plugs and their kits. What else? There's something else I bought from them. I had to think about it. The eyes, stuff like that, because I haven't found those anywhere. But as far as the silicone and the paints and all that, mm-mm. I look at a color chart of what they're saying and I match it. Maybe and even in Hobby Lobby and places like that, those colors that they're calling for, they have them in the store. Yeah, I did, but I got my rooting tool from Hobby Lobby. I think it was Hobby Lobby, and I guess it works for me because of my hands, the way I grip it. But the needles I get from uh, Hobby Lobby. They're felting needles, so I get like a small pack. They're kind of expensive to me, but they're small or large, and I usually get the small ones. Yeah, yeah. I don't think I paid $10. It was like, I don't remember how much, but it's like 5 or 6 in a pack or something. I haven't had to buy them in a while because I don't break needles with them. The silicone. It was the that vinyl that I broke the needles with so much, and then that's when I figured out how to get them hot, get the head hot. Once I got the head hot, I was good to go. I was that was oh, some people put hot towels up in them. That thing because it's made to hold heat. It worked out so. Amazon. Well, I might try Amazon. I don't do a lot on Amazon online. I haven't really did a lot online. I guess 'cause I like moving around in all these little stores everywhere and just I'm always somewhere looking at something. But yeah, if they're not, I have to see if they're same price. But I mean, if you buying a whole bunch at one time, that's good. If I get to the point to where I know I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff, I probably will buy a whole bunch. Cause I think I mean, everybody at the job is telling people I do these dolls, and people asking me questions. Like a little girl came in, she didn't know, I had said something to her about the doll, and because her doll was dirty, and I was trying to tell her how to clean it up, and her mom was talking about, tell me, and then she was saying that we're talking about repainting and rerouting, and I started telling stuff. So yeah, they come in and ask me now. So I don't know. Word gets around. Hell, whether we want it to or not, it gets around. I told him, I said, well, you better take my number or something, because more than likely I will not be here too much longer, because I'm really thinking about leaving my job. But okay, okay, Missy. I don't know if you're the only one left. Looks like it. So, but okay. If you got questions, and email me or text me, whatever, on the on here, and I'll respond. Um, If I don't respond right away, it's either I'm at work, because I do some weird hours right now. I'm trying to get to a normal 7 to 4 or 9 to 5 or something. So, but yeah, I'll try to come on a little more often and just chit chatting about nothing. But I said I was gonna feed them next time I came on. I forgot. I forgot. So maybe next time. But yeah, okay. Maybe next time I'll show the other baby what I've done so far. If I get past the shading and the creasing and the blushing, maybe I'll show y'all some ball babies. That's about it. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get off and go feed my puppies. Well, they ain't puppies. They old dogs, but they little, so I call them puppies. All right. Good talking to you. Chat later. Bye. I enjoyed it too. We have fun. We have fun. Chat with you later.